Well, guys, we have heard a lot about the 5th episode of Hawkeye. Now, of course, I'm not going into spoilers here. That's going to be for all the spoilerific videos. But if you're wondering, does this episode deliver? Yes, it delivers, depending on what you're looking for. Now, of course, before we get into this, I do got to mention, yes, our audio commentary for this episode will be up, so you guys can look forward to that. There will definitely be a lot to talk about in regards to this episode and what happens next week. Now, of course, this episode, much like every single one before, is not taking a giant time jump forward. Instead, we're picking up where we left off last time. And of course, the big reveal last time was Yelena. Yes, the brand new Black Widow is now a part of the bigger Marvel universe and specifically interconnected into the story that has Clint Barton trying his best to clear the name of Ronin and get Kate out of harm's way. Now, there's a lot of moving pieces in this episode, I will say that. So I could honestly see why some people might not necessarily like the episode, because it does feel like things are starting to ramp up a little bit faster than some people would like, considering that the first 3 episodes were a little bit on the slower side. I think one common complaint will be that maybe you could have actually spread some of these things out through some of the other episodes and not really backloaded the season. And I get a little bit of this sense of that really in this episode. Now, that's not to say the episode is bad. On the contrary, I think it's good, if you know what you like and if you're looking for particular things. Again, I gotta be very vague here, but pretty much everything that's made every other episode great to some degree is in this. And one of the best things, again, for me personally, is the character development and what this has to do with the future of the MCU and the bigger picture. Again, you're gonna get that here. So if you understand that that's what you're getting and that's what you know you're going to be looking for, and you're not going to be too disappointed if you don't get one thing or another, and maybe all the answers or some answers are being saved for the final episode and even bigger reveals and a bigger, build up to what the MCU has next, well, this episode might feel like one of those stopgaps that's kind of just, it's doing what it needs to, and maybe it could have done a little bit more. I know some people, I already talked to my wife, she was on the end of, well, maybe they could have done a little less here and put it in some of the other episodes. Again, I gotta be so vague here and it's so hard. But again, everything that's worked in every other episode is here. It's very present. The character moments, the banter, it's all here. It continues to be my second favorite MCU series so far. You guys know what the obvious one is. So I love everything we're getting here. I can't wait to talk more about this. One more episode to go. This series so far has been stellar in my eyes. Absolutely love this episode overall from the perspective of I kind of got what I expected. I'll put it that way. So we'll talk more about this soon. You guys let me know your thoughts on it. And if you guys would like more of our thoughts on this, actually check out the Nerd Academy podcast as well. Me and Mitch are guesting on it this week talking about Hawkeye and Spider-Man.